class, sharing with you a question after pretty long, and that question is about there being a ball marked A. This is a ball which is marked A, and this ball is dropped from a height 20 meters. The ball is dropped from a height 20 meters with initial velocity 0 initial velocity. There is the other ball out here which is identical in all aspect, dropped with velocity v, and this distance given to us is 12. Now what we want to do in this question is, we want to see what will be the minimum speed for this ball, to reach up, to reach top. During the process, if they collide, the collision is assumed to be elastic in nature. So collision between the balls as well as collision between ball and ground, they are assumed to be elastic in nature. What we are to do here is, we are to find, is it possible for ball A, maybe collision will happen, will not happen, that you have to decide. Is it possible for ball A to reach this point? And if it's possible, what will be the minimum speed? If it's possible, then what will be minimum speed? Then, is it possible for ball A to reach this point, back this point, after one collision, after single collision? The beauty of this problem lies in number of collision being even or odd. What we get to see is that if you require an odd collision to take place, in an odd collision, marking this A small, the path followed, marking this B small, the path followed. So in even number of collision, the exchange will be so that path followed by capital A will be back to A, which it started with. And in odd number of collision, there will be a swap. That means trajectory of A will change to trajectory of B. So if I am taking odd collision, it goes down, moving up, makes a hit. The moment it makes a hit, ball B makes a hit, mark it B, then trajectory will be swapped. And for ball A to reach this point, ball B should provide that energy. So ball B should be moving down with what energy? That we are to calculate. We can assume simple interchange. That is what will happen over here. As they move down, they will not collide. That is obvious, which we can check from here. Moving down, there will be no collision. Now, ball B hits the ground and starts moving upwards. There will be one collision, and that collision will make velocity exchanged. With that velocity, ball A, as it was moving down before collision, ball A should start moving up and reach this point. That is what we want in one collision. So ball B should be having sufficient energy to provide to ball A post single collision. In single collision or in odd number of collision, what will happen? There will be swap of trajectory. So let's take one collision and we want the ball A to reach wherever it started from. So V will be how much for this to actualize? Calculate from here. V is equal to V squared is equal to 2 into G into H. G, let's say, is 10, so 2 into 10 into 12, which is 240. V square is equal to 240. So V square is equal to 240, it hits the ground and starts moving up. Well, come over here, velocity will be V upwards. But we want it, when it comes over here, we want, or wherever it hits this, we want it to reach. This ball A to reach. Post hitting, it should reach. So what height it should be at? At what height the collision will take place? Remember over here, what we have to do is, we have to check swapping. Swapping will happen when there is odd number of collision, and same trajectory will be followed when there is even number of collision. If it is just to reach over here, then we know this 20. It will be able to reach when you drop with 0 speed. What is the minimum value that will take to reach over here? That will be 0. You don't require. But that will happen when number of collision is even. For even collision you require this to be just dropped. But for odd collision, after one collision, you require only after one collision to hit odd 3 collision. In that case, trajectory change will happen. And then minimum value of V should be how much is to be got. So we want a hit to take place, one hit, let's say we are starting with one hit to take place, and this ball should transfer enough energy to it to make this point met. Like it started, we'll speak about it in the next video. Thank you.